men's Money in the Bank ladder match would kick off the show tonight, and despite the fact that Chad Gable would make his entrance looking over his shoulder, looking for the Wyatt Sicks, despite the hosts on the Countdown show making a point how everyone in this match has someone to look over their shoulder for, there was zero interference. But you can't say this was a bad match. This match was incredible. A brilliant Money in the Bank ladder match. It had every spot you could want. OMG moment of the match for sure was the Andrade second rope reverse Spanish fly to Carmelo Hayes. That looked honestly incredible. The ladder obviously underneath Hayes as well. Insane. It looked like the favourite to win, Jey Uso, was going to, until ironically Drew McIntyre yeeted a ladder right into the face of Jey, knocking him off the ladder, and Drew McIntyre would win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, Drew did say on Raw that he was leaving tonight the World Heavyweight Champion, so all eyes had to wait for later on in the night between Seth and Damian. Well, during the World Heavyweight title match, I love the little details of the announce team reminding us what Drew said and Damian looking to see if Drew was coming down. After a very awkward spot where Damian definitely didn't kick out at 2, despite the referee claiming he did. Now, Seth's reaction seemed quite shocked to that too. You would indeed get Drew McIntyre coming down, cashed in the briefcase. A triple threat match would follow until CM Punk would come down, absolutely brutalising Drew McIntyre, notably leaving him laying in the ring for Damian Priest to take advantage. Damian retaining the world title, again with help. This would infuriate Seth Rollins, who obviously now cannot get another shot at the World Heavyweight title as long as Damian is the champion. They even did a little callback to Survivor Series and Seth's reaction to CM Punk returning to WWE. So we're not finished with CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. We can only assume that Drew McIntyre is going to be more pissed than ever before at the actions of CM Punk tonight. He has lost the briefcase, and I don't even need to look at social media to know. There will be a lot of people complaining that this was a waste. I disagree completely. I think sometimes you need to do something different. This year, this is something different. You can focus on the women's briefcase now for as long as you want to, and I think the men's briefcase this year served a purpose to further a storyline. That's all it needs to be. But go ahead, let me know your thoughts about CM Punk costing Drew in the comment section down below. This is things you might have missed from Money in the Bank 2024. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. John Cena returned tonight to the WWE. There were some reports about this earlier in the day, but nothing concrete. Well, Cena would show us his towel that would read, "The last time is now." He'd come to the ring and announced to the world that he was retiring from WWE. But he did then make clear he's not retiring effective immediately. He will be there when Raw moves to Netflix. We know that will be in January. He then said that the Royal Rumble 2025 will be his last. He said Elimination Chamber 2025 would be his last. And WrestleMania next year, 2025, will be John Cena's last. Totally not what I was expecting tonight at all from Cena, and it kind of hits you a bit. You know, he said it, he's been in WWE for 2 decades. This is someone, if you're new or if you're old and you watch wrestling, like, you know who John Cena is, you respect John Cena, you've watched John Cena, you know? It kind of sucks in that capacity, and I hope that the last time is now. Also, there's a final last time is now tour, because why the hell not? It's pro wrestling. But the conversation now will probably turn to, who is John Cena's last opponent? Who does Cena face at WrestleMania next year? That is the question, isn't it? Now, that's obviously at this point anyone. It could literally be anyone, but that's going to be the conversation moving forward around John Cena. We got to mention, though, one of the biggest shocks of the night, and that is that Green Shirt Guy wore white. Obviously, it was a request by WWE for fans to wear white tonight. Green Shirt Guy became White Shirt Guy. Another big shock was no Wyatt Sicks in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I think a lot of people were expecting them to attack Chad Gable. It was definitely hinted at, but obviously there's always been that undertone. You go back and watch my videos, we was always asking the question, we wasn't sure. And I think that's the thing to remember. They never promised they was going to be there tonight. And I honestly believe since Monday, when they made the match between Jey Uso and Chad Gable, that was the kind of hint that they wasn't going to be on the show tonight. I think the thing that sealed the deal for a lot of people was seeing the Wyatt door backstage last night at SmackDown. Obviously, WWE's doing 3 nights here in Toronto, and then Monday's Raw is in Ottawa. Now, they don't have access to every building for an unlimited period of time. They would have shipped everything all at once to Toronto, and then obviously things go on to Ottawa. So that doesn't really surprise me that it's there in Canada. I do think we'll see them on Monday. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match came late into the show, but once again delivered. Bit sketchy at times, but it just added to the brutality of the match. How the hell Naomi kept her balance on this spot, I've got no idea. You can see here, 2 of the feet of that ladder on the left of the screen is actually off the ground, yet she kept her balance to then hit a DDT. Insane. It would be Chelsea Green crashing from the top of the ladders to the outside of the ring through 2 tables to allow Tiffany Stratton to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. I really like this. But here's the question. With Drew already cashing in and losing, we've only got 1 Money in the Bank holder now. How long do you think Tiffany holds on to the briefcase for before she cashes in? Bron Breakker got a new theme song tonight, and it's so cool. Genuinely, his last theme song they used when he got called up was awful. Genuinely, it was so generic, and I'm so pleased they changed it. Now, I will withhold some judgment because there are lyrics to the song, and I couldn't really hear them in detail, so it's something I will seek out later on and actually make a full judgment on it, but it sounds a lot better. Well, Bron would go to war tonight with Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship, and it looked like Bron Breakker had the match won, but it would be a haluva kick from Sami Zayn to pick up the victory. I love the ideology that Sami Zayn had the counter for the spear. Sami Zayn went through wars with Roman Reigns, who has the same finishing move. So it's only right that he knows a counter to a spear. And obviously that was enough for Sami to pick up the win. I didn't see this coming, so I thought Bron was going to win. But do you know what? Good moment for Sami Zayn in Canada. I'll take it. I don't think this hurts Bron Breakker. Obviously, it all depends what happens on Monday. Like, if he just comes out as normal Bron Breakker again, I don't want to see that. I want to see Bron Breakker pissed that he lost this match. Do you know what I mean? The 6-man tag was the main event. It got a lot of time. It was the debut match in WWE for Jacob Fatu, and I thought his presentation was really good. Obviously, Tonga Loa taking an awful bump, back of the head, hitting the announce table. Referee took a bump as well. And that really just gave the green light for this match to break down. And with assistance from his bloodline, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, Solo Sikoa would pin Cody Rhodes. So it does look like we're on track for Solo versus Cody at SummerSlam. And no Roman Reigns. I did expect Roman to come at SummerSlam, and I think it just makes sense on a bigger stage, because if you're doing Solo Cody, what do you do with Roman at SummerSlam, you know? Decent show tonight. Obviously, a lot of hype towards SummerSlam from tonight. And you got to think, after Triple H teased some surprises, there will be some sour taste. For me, 7 out of 10 seems very fair. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like, share. Catch you next time. Peace!